Hi, everybody. This is Marina Walton here from ITS with our MicroTech Talks, and we're taking them on the road. So, we have a special edition today to showcase technology around campus. And I've got the director of the Laurie Auditorium with us today, Alejandro Sanchez. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for your interest.
Yeah. Can you tell us about who you are? You're new to this role.
Yeah, thank you. I am a technical artist at heart, and most of what I've done over the last few years has been technical collaboration. Um, Most of that role was usually going to be in the capacity of something like signal flow, video engineering, audio engineering, but quite a bit of technical direction as well,
Gotcha.
and labor stewarding. So basically putting technicians and other technical artists onto different projects and jobs and
Nice.
managing kind of their output and their work and whatnot.
Oh, gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. So
absolutely.
how's it been so far being in the Laurie Auditorium?
Honestly, it's a quite a blessing. I'm just really excited to be here because there's been a lot of development that I've been able to witness over the last few years
Nice.
as a contractor here previously. Um, we got to see a lot of the integration that occurred here, mainly the new lighting system, new audio system. These systems are state of the art. We have DMB audio PA powered off of Allen and Heath D Live mixer,
Mm-hmm.
3500 D Live mixer.
Wow.
Um, and we have all of the communication for all the channels coming in and out going off of our Dante system, which
Okay.
is now like a um, pretty much a AV platform that's compatible with video and audio.
Gotcha.
So it's more of a non-linear system. You can use it during your live event, but you could also use it like to build your infrastructure or to build the backbone of your system, so to speak.
Wow. Okay.
So I got to see all that, and so I'm pretty familiar with our systems here. The technicians that we're bringing in are also quite familiar with it,
Yeah.
or with the systems here. So that's been kind of cool. But being part of the Trinity community has been really good too because it just kind of felt like a good fit
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
And I kind of start to really, as I was doing more events here and being more involved here, I started to really see like the messaging and the content that was coming out of the university, and I appreciated it, and I wanted to align with that, so I like that.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Well, we're happy you're here.
Thank you.
And you touched a little bit on this, or a lot of the technical side and the integration. Can you
Hmm.
tell us what is the technology like in here? Lights. Let's start with that. This
Yeah.
is beautiful.
So we have two separate systems here in Laurie Auditorium. We have our Lutron system, which is going to power all of our house lights, which we can pretty much change all of these light bulbs in here. It's 13 beams, just the below beam bulbs you see here. It's 13 beams, 63 beams per bulb,
Wow.
and each bulb is actually connected to a Bluetooth node that we have to program. So every time a light goes out, we have to run power up to that light or near it, plug in basically a fixture and the bulb into the fixture, get power to that bulb, deactivate the existing bulb, and then reactivate the new bulb to be into that universe, so to speak.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Okay.
each one of those activations takes about 15 minutes. So
Okay.
we usually kind of batch activate them at one time. But
Yeah.
that's just a taste of it. But we can pretty much make these lights kind of look however they want to look. And we're actually working on that right now. We're doing a lighting maintenance project here where we're trying to create different looks and different styles and feels for future events that are going to be coming in. We also took a lot of we're kind of trying to reduce the amount of time we're using on Lutron
Mm-hmm.
because of the syncing process and because of the activation process. So we're kind of what we've done is we've taken some of our old legacy lights and added them back in on our DMX channels, and now we're actually using that to use it as work light or use it as just like walk-in light,
Yeah.
just so if somebody wants to come into the space or see the space, we don't have to power up like our main system.
Mm-hmm.
It's just basically our legacy system that we have powered up for that.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna, like you said, save a lot of time, save a lot of energy and
It's
maintenance later on down
Yeah,
the
really
road.
what it does is it cuts down on the hours on the system, which is going to cut down on the amount of maintenance that we have to do on the system.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Right.
essentially what we got going on right now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right on. All right. And tell us about your audio. I heard Bluetooth
Yeah,
capabilities. Is that
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. We have a receiver currently in our rack up in the audio booth. You can pretty much connect to it from the stage here. Once you kind of, once you kind of go backstage, you kind of it drops off. So
Yeah.
eventually, or actually, we do have now we do have like a little Bluetooth receiver in stock. So
Okay.
we could just, if somebody wanted to control their music from the stage or have a little more latitude with that, we could implement that somewhere here on stage, so that way they
Nice.
can easily connect to it.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I heard Spotify
Oh, that's right.
account.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't name drop my Spotify account.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
we created a Spotify that's totally shareable here with the university. It's called Laurie Jams. So
Nice.
basically, if anybody wants to send us their playlist, and that actually is a good point because that you bring that up, because just for guests coming into the Laurie and whatnot, just send us your content, your videos, your PowerPoint. We can talk about how we can compile it or get it
Mm,
seamless.
yeah.
We do have a video switcher here that we can put into the system as well to kind of make those switches a lot less, clunky.
Yeah.
But any content that you would need to be driving your presentation, we would like to receive that ahead of time, and that would include your like Spotify playlist.
I have to
So
say,
you can share that with us.
yeah, that there a lot of the video and audio. I've come and seen some events in here, and man, that's they are truly flawless.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Well, to be fair, a lot of that, Tiger TV does the video stuff, really.
yeah,
But I mean, we're talking with Tiger TV right now too, actually, about another integration project where we can kind of like basically put our systems together or get our systems talking,
nice.
so
Okay,
we can send, so we can all see the same information for the events that are coming in here,
gotcha.
because that's kind of, we end up doing that anyways. So
Okay.
yeah, that would be a big help.
We're in the front of house audio booth with Alejandro Sanchez, and we want to know what kind of events do you hold here?
So a lot of our stuff here, a lot of events that will be here will be mainly larger events. Since it's such a huge hall with 2,400 seats, we could actually do up to 2,700 seats in here. But mainly graduations. We do the convocation commencement event here, but anything that's going to be um, like, I guess, having to address a big pop, basically. So big
Gotcha.
population. We did the Brene Brown event here as well. So
Ah, yeah,
distinguished
yeah.
lectures, Maverick lectures, and we're kind of seeing more of that. But I kind of personally would like to see, like we had Babylon here a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was really cool. So if we can kind
Yeah.
of bring more events in like that, but also needs to be something that's going to be beneficial to the Trinity community also. So as I'm looking at events coming here, or as I'm, I guess, qualifying events to be here, those are some of the things I'm looking for. How is it going to impact the community? Is it beneficial?
Yeah.
Is it also, in terms of the risk management side of it, is it something that, obviously, we shouldn't really be looking at or considering?
Mm-hmm.
But overall, we want something um, that's gonna be desired by the community,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but something that's also gonna, you know, fill seats. Something that's gonna bring so their event's successful.
Mm-hmm.
Because lots of times for these events, if they don't see a, if they don't see the seats full, they kind of
Mm-hmm.
feel some kind of way about it.
Yeah.
And because the space is so large here, that is one thing that people do get intimidated about. If I'm having an event and I only have 200 people, well, I got all these seats.
Yeah.
And what we do in that case is we just kind of mark off an area for them to sit,
Mm-hmm.
like, or essentially they'll make an announcement at the top of the event, hey, y'all can come and move in closer and
Oh,
whatnot.
nice.
But
Okay.
during the summer, also, there's our Army Medical Command has their briefings here.
Mm-hmm.
FSY Youth Camp has their briefings here, or they have classes here. And essentially, having to address a large pop is really what this space is ideal for.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So what kind of support does the Laurie
Mhm.
provide for these events?
Yeah, we require for the majority of events that there's an audio engineer, audio engineer, lighting engineer, and stage manager.
Okay.
With that said, there are usually some video aspects to most of the events that occur here, and we kind of expect our technicians to kind of implement that into their job at that point as well,
Yeah.
because it's not like as demanding as, like, for instance, having to set up like a whole, production suite with several sources coming in and out. So we really don't see too much of that, and we can support that, but in that case we'd probably want to bring in like a video engineer for something like that.
Gotcha.
But overall, standard AV, your projector, your PC to run your content off of. We have connectivity here in the audio booth. Like if somebody wants to plug in their laptop or their source, they can plug in here, and we can route the signal to the projector,
Mm-hmm.
or we can also go from the stage. And we
Nice.
usually go from the stage, honestly, but we have options in here,
Okay.
and everything's routable,
Yeah.
so we can move signals around if we need to get them where they need to go. But
Right.
overall, in terms of support, it's pretty much your standard support that you would get, except we have a lot of ground to cover in here too. So that's why we require those three techs,
Mm-hmm.
so that way we can get you faster and help you.
Right.
So our audio engineer would kind of need to stay in the booth to make sure all your audio channels are active and doing what they need to do, or muted, so that way you don't get caught with a hot mic or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a stage manager who basically will manage like anything that needs to happen on stage. And if that is, hey, I need help with my presentation to get it on screen, they'll assist with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then our lighting engineer, they'll usually be parked in the booth, but they're there for lighting cues, or they're there to like maybe program or create a look for that particular event.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is there any additional information that you would like folks to know about the Laurie?
I think the main thing I'd like the takeaway for this interview to be is that we would love to have your event here. We'd love to steward you through the process, guide you through the process. Yeah, I know a lot of folks who've had events here maybe have never had experience with, you know, doing an event or production.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to collaborate and see your event from start to finish. That's, I think, excites myself as well as the technicians here. And that's kind of like our challenge every day, is how we can make your event successful, and that's meaningful to us. So any details or information you could provide to us or to myself would be great, and we'll do our best to get you in the right direction. And I'm very confident that even if you're not familiar with doing that many events, um, it's going to be an amazing event, because it's just our style, just to come through and just kind of make it our own and try to deliver the best product that we can deliver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Alejandro Sanchez,
Thank you.
everybody.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And then if you have any technology that you are using in your department and you want to showcase for our campus, please feel free to reach out to me, Marina Walton in ITS. Let's schedule something and show everybody what you do. All right. Well, thank you so much, and catch you next time.